Hi Anna, and thanks so much for the opportunity to prepare you this video. So I'm going to go over the 3 things Google looks for when they're ranking a website. I took a look at your website, and while it's beautiful, it's not ranking in the areas that it should be. So I see here that you're advertising that you provide services in Marin and Sonoma County. Let's jump into Google and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So the first thing I'm going to do is come into Google and put in a keyword search for plumbing, Marin, California. So a keyword is essentially any term that a potential customer would look for when they're looking for services. And as you know, everybody comes to Google when they're looking for services now. So this is something you guys should be ranking at the top for, and any sort of variation of it, including any services you offer and any locations you offer them in. So we're going to use this one for the purposes of this video. And let's walk through it. At the top, we find the companies that are running Google Ads. Beneath that is what we call the Google Map Pack. So this is the first place you want your website ranking. And how you get ranking here is with your Google account, your Google My Business account. So Google likes to see a minimum of 25 reviews on that Google account, as well as about 500 words of character. And they'd like to see photos. And then in addition to that, what they want is what we call citations linked back to your account. Citations are essentially online directory listings. So they want to see your business name, address, and phone number listed identical to how it is on your Google My Business account on several websites. So I mean things like local Yellow Pages, local Yahoo, any websites related to the plumbing industry. And what I typically do is pull these top 3 here and run them through a paid program that I use to see how many citations they have and go out and get more than they've got. And the idea is that we bump one of them out of this spot. And the reason being is that these guys up here will pull about 40% of the online traffic. So the second place you want your website ranking is down below the Google Map Pack, which is called the organic listings. And you want to be ranked on the first page relevant to the locations that you're offering services in, because they will pull the extra 60%. Not many people will go to page 2 for services. And as you can see at the bottom, we just have more ads from local companies. So I don't see you here. So let's go take a look at your website and walk through. Now we know how to get ranked in the map pack. The second place is organically, and let's talk about that. So to rank your website organically, Google likes to see content. Content is a combination of images and words, and on your homepage, they want to see between 1,500 and 2,000 words. You guys have quite a bit of content. You're probably at least at that minimum. So now the important part is that this content is full of these relevant keywords. When Google crawls your content, they need to know how to rank you and where to rank you. So you want to make sure you have every variation of plumbing and every variation of location that you're offering it in embedded in your content here. So I pulled Gatelli Plumbing because they were ranking at the top organically. Let's take a look at their website, see what their homepage looks like. They also have a good amount of content. You guys might be pretty close. If not, you might even be beating them. What I typically do is run this page through a word counter and see where they're at. The idea is if they are coming in at that minimum of 1,500, you want to beat them out and shoot for about 1,700 or closer to that 2,000. So I took your website address and plugged it into this program that I used called Ahrefs. And it's going to show me how many backlinks you have to your website. And backlinks, second thing that Google looks for when they're ranking your website organically. And a backlink is essentially a link back to your website from another online source. So it can be things such as reviews, blog posts, guest posts, your social media posts, anything of that nature. And you guys have 143 backlinks coming from 44 referring domains. Now, Google looks at these referring domains and they're making sure that they're coming from quality sources. So it's a quality over quantity thing. And if you can see, the breakdown down here shows that you have 70% quality backlinks, which is great. But since you're not ranking, my guess is that you don't have enough. So the idea is you want to beat out your customers. I'm sorry, your competitors. You also have 429 keywords embedded in your content. The great thing about this program is I can click on this and make sure that see what you're being ranked for and make sure that they're relevant to your business. Let's take a look at the breakdown for Gatelli. So Gatelli has 377 backlinks, so they have quite a bit more than you do, coming from 64 referring domains. However, if you see down here, their percentage of quality backlinks is much lower. It's at 38%, but the sheer volume is very easily beatable. So if you can maintain your quality backlinks and beat this number here, you could probably outrank them. They do have a lot more keywords. And again, I can click on this number here and find out what keywords they're ranking for and take those and embed them into your content. So as you can see, they're bringing in a traffic of 324 potential customers every month, as opposed to your 132. So that's a huge increase just being ranked at the top there organically. Now, a couple of things I do want to point out is it looks like your traffic has dropped significantly. You've lost about 50 over the last month, but also it looks like your backlinks have been dropping significantly. And historically, you had 732 and you're down to 143. So I'm not sure if maybe you've stopped performing SEO on your website or not. But as you can see, you have the potential to bring in a lot more customers and put your website to work for you. It's really nice when you can put an investment out there and have it bring you customers and pay for itself and then some. So thanks again for the opportunity to create this video. You're welcome to take it and implement these methods yourself, but obviously this is something I do. So if you'd like to speak about strategizing or getting started, or if you just have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. I would love some feedback on the video if you have just a moment. If you could send me a quick note and let me know what you thought, that would be great. I hope you have a great weekend.